Welcome to Athletes Lives Network. Today we got a exclusive interview with the two-time sports star Keon Frazier, East Chicago Central, Toledo University, Delaware State. How you doing, Keon?
I'm good. What's going on?
Man, basically today, man, all we want to do is really go over your history in sports, kind of get your feedback and kind of get a feel for how you feel about sports and what you're doing now. First question is kind of go into a brief description of how you got involved with sports as a youth.
Basically, growing up, my father was heavy into sports. He loved baseball, so we was always going to his softball games with him, and he was playing in different rec leagues, basketball. So as a kid, I was always running around with my pops and going watching him play. And then at home, there was always sports on the TV. I mean, there was no argument between him and my mother. I think she knew that we was gonna watch sports, whether it was baseball, basketball, football. He even, used to watch wrestling. So all day long we watched sports at home.
Okay. So, with your father being a big sports fan, did he ever put pressure on you to play sports, or was it just something that you kind of grew into?
No, not really. It was kind of natural because, like I said, whenever I would be with him, going watching him play and my uncles, different things like that, I was always like on the side throwing the baseball, or I would find the open court and be shooting around. So it just kind of came natural.
Okay. So growing up in the inner city of East Chicago, Indiana, what friends or competition did you have growing up in the city of East Chicago in sports?
Starting off, when I was young, elementary school, I went to Lincoln Elementary, so our rival was Phil, and you had Marcus Bonds over there, Ezel Moore, and then as far as across town, they had a powerhouse in Kerry Gotch with Rudy Baker, Marcus Jefferson, Johnny Yellers, Chris Woods, so those were my rivals coming up.
Okay. So after you did the elementary school, you went to what middle school you went to?
I went to Block.
Okay. And what happened at Block? You played football there, or was it basketball?
Really, it was basketball was the only option. I think my 8th grade year they tried to get football, and we might have had 1 or 2 practices before they canceled it. So I didn't play organized football until I got to Central as a freshman.
Okay. So what street legends did you grow up watching in football or basketball from the city of Chicago that gave you extra influence to keep playing the game?
On the streets when I was coming up, it was all about Marcus Bonds, Tremel Powell. They was if you was playing ball on Guthrie Street in '83, the big question, was can you beat DeMarcus, or you're not messing with DeMarcus. When I was coming up, and we would hear about Tremel Powell on the other side of town because he was, doing it on the streets and in school. You hear stories about him scoring 50 and 60 points for Washington Ave.
Any older guys who was a big influence as far as the streets?
I had a big family over, in the Guthrie Street area, right behind me in Pennsylvania. My cousin DJ, he was 5'9". He was, dunking and different things like that. And my cousin Trey Bugs, I really looked up to him because when I was coming up in elementary school, he was in high school playing for Central. So I really just watched them. Everybody else, it was like, they was cool, but those were my big influences, really,